Greetings and welcome back to Valmy once again. Now, where we left off, we had just countercharged a bunch of French cavalry that had slammed into my infantry. So, let us see what has happened as a result of that countercharge. I have sent a good chunk of the French line packing. So they're skedaddling out of the way quickly. Well, that wasn't too painful. The French line still remains under enormous pressure. The Royal Dauphine something another. Looks like they're pulling back those horse guns, unlimbering them. Oof, blasting me, causing quite a few casualties in the Weimar cuirassier. The Waldeck battalion there just got blasted and is going to fall back. They are going to get hit in the back and lose a hell of a lot of men in the process. Yeah, the Royal Dauphine Carabiniers, I believe. Or Chasseurs, one of the two. More Frenchmen arriving. The cavalry. French cavalry remains a nuisance. Positionally, I'm dodgy, but it's a dodgy position, but not quite fatal yet. Ow! "51 men just gone instantly. That is baneful. Hopefully I can keep this route and retreat going. The blood bugs. Alright. The Waldeck and the Kleist route makes sense. It's 12 units undisorder, 6 units rally, 1 unit recovers fatigue. So, those that regiment battalion of the Waldeck routed, which makes sense. This battalion of the Rombergs will move up and pour fire into them. They will advance again. As probably bad as that is, they'll keep Thaden Battalion, you are Thaden. Alright. You will go there. Let's do the guns first, like always. Actually, now that I think about it. Blast them. You can't see anyone. You can, so blast them, please. The Ostendorf foot artillery battery. Lose yet another gun. Is not to lose yet another gun is not a good thing. Alright, who routed? You did. I'm surprised it wasn't this battalion of the Hohenlohes, to be honest. Really surprised it wasn't them. So, let's have a further investigate of what's going on. I have lost 5,200 men and 21 guns. That is pretty appalling. For one thing. For another, he's only lost, what, 3,353, including his 2 officers that he's lost, and 4 guns, so... Get your butts moved. Why am I doing them for now? Let's bring up Unspuck Dragoons, Norman Dragoons, the Lotham Dragoons, and then finally we'll bring up the Ebon Hussars. Prince Ludwig, and then finally General Kohler with his hussars will likewise also zoom up to join. Yeah, so they're not going anywhere else. Alright, the cavalry is to fall back. Ow, that hurt. Right, the cavalry has fallen back and now can start looking to regroup. The Brunswicker battalion will move up. The Waldeck's, well, what's left of them, General Schoenfeld. General Schoenfeld and his the Schoenfeld regiment rather will they're all facing the wrong direction for the moment, at least. The Bloodbergs will advance, exchange with them. I'm gonna have to start reorganizing, I think. General von Wittgenhoff will von Wittgenhoff will probably the Konitz regiment, the Bosch, you will all fall back there. As I just basically look to try and reorganise for this grand, quote, assault. We will commit General these boys forward. Wolfram, which is Louis of Baden. Louis of Baden will advance with the Wolframsdorf infantry. Ow. Kleist will fall back. You will look to take that slot instead. We'll bring you up and unlimber you. You are pretty much done at this point as well. Volley the guns and remove one of them, at the very least. You'll go there. You are all out. You are out of ammo, so you're going to need them. General Stein will bring his dragoons that way. You will look to get out of the way, because again, there's just nothing left of you. Anyone arrive? Nope. Next turn, the first elements of the Austrians will arrive. The Valdeck will open that little slot for the guns. Oof. That hurt like hell. For the most part, my line is not necessarily stable, but not necessarily crumbling into a million pieces. If I go up there with these boys, I'm going to get shot at by these two batteries. What can see you? Just that battery up there. Here, you're perfectly safe, though. Open fire, boys. It's not a lot, but you never know. In this case, the Herzberg Regiment is led by the Crown Prince Frederick Wilhelm. And we'll basically look to try and crack his line once and for all there. You will fall back into that hex where you will go there to try and rally them, as will you. Who else? 2nd Battalion of Brunswick is just completely out of it at this point. No point even trying to do anything with them. What's my cavalry losses at? 866 to 1200. But I have lost the 4,600 infantry and the 21 guns. Which is not a good thing, to say the least. Oof. They might rout now that I think about it. So, if we can actually... Let's see what my hussars can... I'm going to see if my hussars can do, quote, hussar things for me. By committing the hussars to do, well, hussar things, they might actually be a decent distraction. Are you in command? Yes, you all are. But in this case, you're going to go there to try and rally. General Cluckenruth is in command, as is General Lotham. Anyway. Ah, yes, you. The Royal Dauphine Chasseur. This battalion of the Rombergs will go there. Shoot at them. And then I'll look to drive this skirmisher of the Royal Dauphine Chasseur away. The Armagnac Line Regiment, 1st Battalion of the 6th Armagnac. Is there anything else that says this needs doing? Surprisingly, not really. Wolframsdorf will go there. They're just going to basically look to regroup with the rest of Kleist. General Hertzberg will try and rally them for me. But I'm not exactly holding out amazing amounts of hope to do so. My army is just battered at this point, I think. It is both battered and very disorganised, so let's push onwards. Into the melee phase. Of melees, we've got you hitting them, which is one thing I wanted to do. Not worth it in the slightest, but one thing it does do is helps drive some more of these pesky skirmishers back. Light guns, light guns. I do not like the arrival of another column of French infantry in the village, though. You are Rombergs, you are Thadans, so it's not worth it to do that. But hopefully the situation over the next couple of turns will at least somewhat improve. But we shall see. So, for now, I thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed yet another turn of Valmy. But until next time, I will see you all very soon. So until then, bye-bye for now.